business community, when they go into a foreign market, is looking for stability, looking for predictability and transparency, that they know that if they put their dollars in there and create a business enterprise and hire people, start paying taxes, that the tax rates aren't going to double the next day, that they're not going to be brought before a legal tribunal on some kind of trumped-up charges as the rules of the game shift. In Ecuador, we have seen a number of companies have to deal with the situation, not only where they're brought before the judiciary, but where those cases literally drag on for years and years. You can't, with the one hand, send out a minister to Washington on a charm offensive to try and talk about what a great place Ecuador is to invest, but on the other hand, fail to carry out contracts that have been in force for many years. That's a mixed signal that tells investors that, hey, you probably ought to look at a different market. We see a situation where some countries in South America, such as Colombia and Peru, are advancing at a remarkable pace, but unfortunately Ecuador is not keeping up with the neighbors. You know, Colombia is a country that has faced many challenges, including high rates of violence in the 1990s. But with a determined new government that took office about 5 years ago, they were really able to turn this around. They resolved a number of long-standing investment disputes, and they took to heart a whole reform agenda that too often has been ignored in countries such as Ecuador. If you want to compete with emerging countries such as Brazil or China or India, then the place to start is to make your country an attractive place to invest. And here at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, we've spoken for many years about the 12 rules for international investors. It's kind of like a 12 commandments for things that a government can do to attract international investment. Spending money on an international media campaign to sell your country is not on the list.